February 12th, 2026. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. What are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk about crime. We're going to talk about drugs, and we're going to talk about the homeless. And what better way to start out Thursday morning here in Independence, Missouri with a crime scene down on Crysler. And then we're going to show from 47th Street, my street, all the way down to 23rd Street and back, how much all these homeless and the ones that do the drugs, how much trash is covering the whole entire area. Want to show that. And doesn't seem like nothing's being done here. I was thinking, they talk about this deal, about this soccer deal. Oh, they're putting money here. Well, they better clean up the city. Well, they don't want to clean up. I mean, they can make money off the drugs here even. But we're going to show that. We're going to show Kansas City. And I get to think, I think they're supposed to have some coming in from the Netherlands over there. And they got a very, very clean country over there. I've been there before. But boy, they got a shocker coming in here to Kansas City. Because boy, what they're coming into looks like a cesspool. Let's take a look at this. Okay, guys, so what you're looking at, I'm going to take my trusty pen here. You see this gentleman right here is a police officer. I'm going to show that in a second. And there's actually several of them. It looked like they were looking, maybe either, I would imagine they were probably looking for shell casings. But they could have been looking for, maybe dope, maybe somebody dropped. Maybe they were chasing somebody and they pitched it and they were looking for it. They were also going inside this house here. So let's take a look at this real quick. Just a few seconds here. Now there's the second officer right there. And then there's a third one down here. And there's a fourth one down there. I don't know if it caught it. Yeah, I did. Wait, oops. There we go. Let's see, bring this in. So, all those are police officers there. And they were going all over the grounds looking. So I assumed that they were probably looking for casings out of a gun, probably. Because they were all the way up here in front, as you can see, up by the sidewalks even. But what a way to start Thursday morning. So on the way back here, I thought, well, I just wonder, the trash is just piling up deeper and deeper and deeper here. And the drugs that they're allowing to go here with these people, the homeless and the other, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show from 23rd Street. I'm going to show Nolan Road. I'm going to show back and forth all the way in between 40 Highway here and the main drag in Nolan. With trash all over it, guys. So let's take a look at this. All right, guys. So drop my son off over here. Work off 23rd Street over there. And this is a good old parking lot over here where that thrift store like Red Racks is and La Fuente's. But as you can see, there's already a homeless one crawling around over here. We're going to show from this area all the way back, because I had to go to the bank over by US Bank and stuff. And unbelievable. Let's just take a look at this. Let's just go through this real quick. And I don't know, guys. Now hold on. So I get over here, I come back down Nolan Road to US Bank. And I notice all these medical masks. Now, over here, this is where I think I was a dentist over here making those dentures. Some kind of thing where he was, putting it to everybody and they weren't getting their stuff. But the trash is massive. Now this isn't just there's medical stuff over here too, mask, but then there's also just massive trash. And unbelievable. You can see all the way up through there. You'd think maybe US Bank could, I don't know, spend a couple bucks, maybe $10, $20, have somebody come pick that trash up with a picker there, at least kind of make their parking area look better. Nah, they don't want to spend that kind of money, do they? Look at that. But we're going to go on from there because we're going to show a whole bunch of that. And you can see, I want to back this out so you guys see it all here. I want to make sure I'm getting all this picture in. That's crazy. Look at the mask. I wonder if there's anything else over there. I wonder if there's any. I didn't walk it all the way up and down, but I just thought, you know. Now, this is back behind the car wash over by U.S. Bank. That new car wash they built. Well, you can see that. That's that, you know, where the old B&D skating rink was. But this is over here back behind the car wash. Well, they got beds over there so the homeless can lay over there in them. I guess. I mean, this is this. Now this, if you're coming in to Kansas City, to Independence, Missouri, this is what you're going to see. I mean, you don't have to make any of this stuff up. Look at that, guys. Man. Oh, and then I went back around and basically pulled out of the parking lot. And then I seen this person over here sitting back behind this pole. Couldn't figure out what they were doing. I don't know, guys. But it's just, you know, what you kind of come to expect here in Kansas City and Independence. Now, hold on. Oh, there's a little bit better view. I mean, this is what you can expect here from the great Kansas City, where all the drugs and stuff flow here. And, you know, because it could be stopped. It'd be easy enough to come down, crack down on some of this stuff. Some of these high ups, someone's pushing this stuff, and then they wouldn't be getting their drugs. That'd stop a lot of this. But hold on. More trash. That's back behind that other bank up by Quick Trip. There's another one cutting across there to the parking lot. More trash. Oh, and then, you know, here, oh, this helps them. Somebody looked like they had given them some water bottles. Well, I guess they just decided to go ahead and just pitch them and just throw them out. Because these actually looked like they had water in them. So somebody just went ahead and just pitched those babies. And there's a can over here, and I don't know. I mean, let's just show what you know. This is the front of Quick Trip. Look out here. Looks like they get to get one of their employees out there and picks up that trash up. Man, that stuff is getting kind of heavy out there now. And this is up here I-70 and Nolan. More trash. See if I can bring that in so you guys can see that better. Well, if you stay down there at the hotel where they, or the motel where they have the prostitutes and the other stuff down here on 40 Highway at Nolan Road, man, I mean, this is what you can expect walking through across this bridge. Look at that. We don't have no street sweepers. We don't have nobody that cleans up this stuff. Look at that. You know what's amazing here too is that, like, when cars do get in wrecks here, it used to be that the tow truck drivers would sweep the material, glass, whatever, at least off to the side of the road. They don't even do that anymore. They just leave it there. Okay, now here's up by that motel where Five Guys is at. But look at the trash, guys. Oh yeah, this is all trash, man. I mean, look, that's nuts. That is nuts. Look, as far as you can see. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh, but there's some more to come. Look at that. Everybody says, hey, that's where I want to stay at. Yeah, I don't think so. And over here by Kentucky Fried. Look at that, man. Come on in, Five, or whatever you call yourselves. You're going to have ball hair. Well, probably won't bother Argentina, will it? More trash. Down the commercial, I call it kind of like the commercial road. It goes down there by that, what do you want to call it? A storage facility. But now we're back there going up by the old Gordmans. Oh, yeah, you know, come on. Got some more stuff dumped out there. They keep stealing more rails, plastic rails out of the fencing. Those things are really kind of expensive when you go buy them. So I guess that's why they're stealing them. They're crazy, man. Look at that. Isn't that just lovely here? So it makes you want to say hey, you're proud to be a Kansas City and here, man, Independence. Look at that. Oh my God. But the best is yet to come. There was a building up here where during the COVID deal, there was a gun store that went in this place. But then it was seemed kind of phony because even if you called the place, you didn't hardly get through. I don't know. It was like some kind of maybe it was some kind of scam deal or something. I don't know. But this is the back side of it. And they're using this up here in Independence here. This is on the Toys R Us side over here. And look at that trash, man. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Look at that. Oh my God, look at that. Isn't that something? When you need to dump any trash, you don't have to pay for it. Just come on up here and they'll take it like that. Look at that. I mean, I don't know. Who knows what's in there? Probably a couple of dead bodies even. It's Kansas City, man. You don't ever know. Look at that. Oh my God. But in the meantime, I'm in the parking lot. Oh God, we gotta move that stuff. But on top of that, we got a car that pulls in, sitting up there. So we got these guys in these construction vehicles. Now I don't trust all the construction guys because construction guys are dirty too. And you know, if they're in a company vehicle, that don't mean they don't exempt anybody. There's guys that move drugs and other vehicles that have basically businesses and everything else. And there was three guys sitting at this bank across the way. But what I thought was really weird was this vehicle. They were watching the guy in the blue vehicle that pulled up. And I was thinking, man, if you were selling some major drugs, you had a major thing coming down, you had some guys watching from a different angle, this would have been it. Now maybe it was nothing. Maybe these guys were just, messing off because it was already around 8:30. So if they were actually going to work at some place, you would think that they would be there to do some renovation, but I guess maybe not. Maybe they're just sitting there killing time and making money on the side. I'm going to show that real quick too. But this is that address up here in Independence, Missouri, 13700F. I love, don't you love the glass that's been broken out and how all this is, but this, I mean, I would think they could go back on them unless this was, this person, if they didn't purchase this part of the area. Who owns this land up here and why isn't it getting taken care of? This should be demolished because it just is bringing a lot more bad stuff. So let's just see. More trash. Yeah. Let's see here. So this is the vehicle. And so supposedly I think it says something about renovation or whatever. But this other vehicle passes me. Now it's going to go down on the other end. There's three guys in this vehicle. Now maybe it's just nothing. Maybe they're just messing off. Not, there's guys that do. When I worked at places, I didn't want to kill time. And, there's guys that's all what they want to do is find a way not to have to work. But, when I work, I work. And this was just, I don't know, like weird. So we're going to take a look at this for a second. See if I can bring it a little bit better. See, I'm going down. Look at this. The asphalt, the potholes in here. This is just nightmare. Oh, X marks the spot here in Kansas City too. Forgot about that. Want to get some of those good particles in your lungs here, but yeah. So what does this say? Let's see if we can make this out. It says general service installation. I don't know. Kind of strange. Let's see if I can bring this in. Hold on, guys. Let's see. I don't know if I can lighten that up at all. See, there's three guys in there. But they're watching this other vehicle. And I don't know. So I go back around, drive through the bank parking lot, and there's a vehicle there. General service installation. I wonder what they're installing. Hey, maybe they had some, never know what was in the back of that trailer, too. A whole bunch of maybe traffic and workers. But here's that blue vehicle down here. Now, I wonder what this is. I ate at a restaurant last night, and went to the restaurant. There was 3 door dashes that came in. And these are the ones I always see over in this area. I mean, there's certain ones that's just regulars, okay? But then there's ones that aren't DoorDash. And this sure wasn't an Uber. So what was this? I don't know. But here we go. But nothing says, hey, I'm an upstanding citizen. I'm in a parking lot here. You can see where they've done donuts and everything else where they deal the drugs. Nothing says something better than says Kansas City here. Well, man, if you, like I say, if you want to buy the stuff here when you come in here, this is the place to be. This is the place to be. Why would you know? Because those other ones that do the DoorDash, they actually go in like McDonald's. They go in Wendy's. They go in those places. They get the stuff, and then they're back out. This is a little strange, and you would think maybe something could be looked at here, but it never does it? Well, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. A lot of trash, though. Look at that trash. They just keep on dumping. That's a joke. Let's see. And more Kentucky Fried. Oh yeah, let's talk about up here also by Harbor Freight real quick. Now Harbor Freight. Now it's not on that side. It's not on the north side, but the other side where they have the other buildings and stuff. Somebody's knocked this out. Now this is where also the homeless and some of the druggies were moving their stuff going back. So somebody looked like they just plowed. Somebody looked like they took a vehicle, just knocked this down here. Well, isn't that something? Boy, isn't that pretty, and makes it more convenient for us so we can move those drugs quicker. So, you know, we got since we're homeless on foot, we might as well go, you know, kind of open that up a little bit. Look at that. Look at this over here. Well, see, that's easy enough. Nothing says come on and come on down and buy some stuff, right, guys? Well, I mean, you know, it dies down for a little bit, but then it just picks back up again here in Independence. And boy, then they're up and down this street over here on East 47th Street South. We don't want to forget that. So we want to show the whole world how this goes here in Kansas City. It's very sad. I mean, look at this stuff back here. This is more trash. I don't know if you can see. All those white speckles you see, let's see if I can maybe bring this in. Back behind this building. Yeah, that's all trash. That's all trash. That's up on Nolan. Now, Nolan's the main drag for Independence over here. That's their main hub. You would think they would take more pride in getting all this cleaned up here, you know. I mean, but they don't. I mean, look at this. Well, see, if they would enforce the laws about people dumping and other stuff, you know, it's always, oh, we can't catch them, we can't do. I've seen them dumping. And the ones that are like the homeless that are doing some of this too, they need to get on to. So we're back to the back here, see. And we're back over by Elefantes and the thrift store on 23rd and 291. Hold on, guys. All right, guys. I'm about ready to run out of time, so we'll wrap this up. So we had our crime scene here early this morning in Independence, which I'm sure they'll have more during the day, and in Kansas City and Independence, Missouri. And the trash is just flowing everywhere, man. I mean, we just need about 2 dump trucks going out at a continuous rate to pick all this stuff up, it looks like. Because if I can do this at a probably, I don't know, if that's probably what, 3 miles, maybe 5 miles over down to 23rd Street and back and walk, you basically drive that over there and back and see all this. I mean, what do you think they're going to see when they come in here to Kansas City or Independence, Missouri? Anyway, guys, keep your eyes open and stay safe out there.